Good morning and good morning and welcome to the morning report. My name is Billy Lawson. I want to do something a little different today. It's going to be short, but I think it's going to be kind of fun. Have you ever read an article like on like The Hill or some website, and there's been like a little survey, and you never answered it because you thought it was just leading into I don't know, some sales pitch? Well, there's a site called Civic Science, and And what it does lead into is the rabbit hole of doing one after the other, after the other, after the other. And I think they get your attention. I think they're for like local businesses and radio stations and TV stations and the like to, set to see if people are watching or listening or whatever. But they always get your attention by some question that usually has to do with the article that you just read. So I did read an article about the El Salvadorian president, and will he be able to broker this prisoner swap that he's talking about with Venezuela? And as part of that prisoner swap is getting that Garcia dude back to the U.S., which he can't stay, which he'll be sent if he gets sent back here, he'll be immediately arrested and immediately sent to Venezuela. Okay, but in any case, so here is the results of that poll from Civic Science. Now, I never get a phone call or I never take a phone call asking me questions about anything. Apparently, they call people and I never get that call. I wonder why. But maybe you've gotten these calls. But the question is this: do you think that El Salvador's president will or will not be able to secure a prisoner swap with Venezuela? 34% of the people in this poll say probably will not. 0% of people say he definitely will. 11% say probably will. 23% say definitely will not. And 32% said, no, I don't know. They don't know. They have no opinion or other. Um, it's just a really interesting thing that he's tossed out there with all the U.S. congressmen, people going down there and you got to release it back to the U.S. Although the guy said while he was in the Oval Office, am I supposed to smuggle an illegal alien back to the United States? that's, that's hysterical. When members of Congress are asking the El Salvadorian president to smuggle who he knows is an illegal alien back to the United States, how are you asking him to do that? And this idea that the Supreme Court says you gotta take him back. Well, no, that's not what they said at all. Um, I guess they have to facilitate it. So if, and I don't think it's going to happen. Let's say El Salvador president says, "Yeah, man, we're sending you back to the U.S. We're smuggling you back on a plane." Uh, I guess we take him back, and the second he's landed on U.S. soil, he'll get arrested and put in jail, and then deported to Venezuela. Is that what you want? I mean, is it that bad for Democrats? Is that what you're going to consider a win? Lord have mercy, really, really. So, what do you think? Do you think that the El Salvadorian president is going to be able to garner this deal of a prisoner swap with Venezuela? Because they've not had a real good relationship with Venezuela and Maduro. So, what do you think? Write it in the comments. All right, let's go to another one. I found this one interesting. To what extent do you support or oppose the use of electric vehicles for school buses in the U.S.? Now, I'm guessing that a lot of that will have to depend on where you live. If you live in New York City, probably not a big deal, or Los Angeles, probably not a big deal. But if you live in Bug Tussle, Tennessee, and that school bus route is 35, 40 miles, and there aren't any charging stations in Bug Tussle, Tennessee. What do you think? Hmm? What do you think? Here's how the poll went. The poll said there was 9% of people who strongly opposed it, 18% of people who somewhat support it, 28% of people who strongly opposed, 29% of people strongly support it. What do you think? I think the logistics of such a thing, first of all, those buses are more expensive. They just are. They're more expensive and will require major league charging. Now, there isn't any way that all the school buses in America suddenly become electric. It's not possible. There are way too many school buses. There are, I believe, there's probably more school buses than trucks. So, can the grid in Bug Tussle, Tennessee, if they've got 3 school buses charging at the same time, do the lights of the Piggly Wiggly dim? My guess is probably yes. So it's one of those things that's become a political football that may be not a bad idea, but not a good idea everywhere. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Let's do one more. Just one more. Just one more. These are fun. All right. So do you think that the Democrat Party should or should not look to someone new to lead in 2028? Based on what we're seeing now, based on the hubbub and the kerfuffle that's going on in the Democrat Party, do you think that the party should find someone else to lead? Who should be the face of the party? Should it be Akeem Jeffries, the Timu version of Barack Obama? I thought that was it was so funny when I read that. It's not nice, but I thought it was funny when I read that. Or should it be Jasmine Crockett, someone like that? Or could it be AOC and her great granddad, Bernie Sanders, or someone or someone that we've not seen yet? Let's look at the poll results. The poll results are 0% of people said probably should not. 0% of people said, yeah, we're good. We're fine. It's good. 6% of people said definitely not. We're good. We're fine. It's good just the way it is. Because I think they don't know who the leadership is, but they say they're fine. 16% of people said probably should. Look at what happened. Probably should look for some new leadership. And 67% of people said definitely find some new leadership in the Democrat Party. Without doubt. Do it now. Do it yesterday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do it. Anyway, I love these. I love these polls. Now, some of these polls don't have much. I mean, they just got out there and they don't have really many respondents. But I think they're kind of fun. So what do you think? Write it in the comments. My name is William Lawson. This has been the Morning Report. The Morning Report is again a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.